Hey, Callie, thank you for the host. All right, guys, welcome. I'm about to switch it over to the other screen here in a minute so we can listen to those beautiful voices. But, guys, welcome to the newest installment, the newest episode of What the Gaming Podcast. You guys have been enjoying these for the last several weeks. We are on episode 7, so we're going to be talking about some interesting stuff today. Kind of. It's always interesting. But anyways, let's get them on the screen and do all the talking here in a second. Let me unmute. And of course, welcome everybody to What the Gaming Podcast, episode 7. I am this week's host, and I, of course, am joined with two of the most talented men I know. And we're going to start off with the man that is catty corner below me, the one, the only, the Stacks crew master, Kid Stacks. How's it going, Stacks? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday indeed. And then, of course, we're also joined with the man, the myth, the man that drops bars like there's no tomorrow. I can't rap. Right. Right over to the side of me, One Hero Gaming. How is it going, man?
What's up?
Sorry, I'm not as skilled as YouTube with dropping bars, so people just have to deal with my poor rhyming abilities.
Hey, man, whatever works for you, good sir.
I do my best. But we
Can't drop an oh my like you though, so.
Oh, that is true. A
true.
good old oh my. We've got some just a lot of minor small news today. Still more heartbreaks and triumphs, because we'll get to that. One of us was successful, the other two were not.
Way to spoil it, Tex.
Again?
It's a way to spoil it. Supposed to leave that plot twist for the end.
Oh.
But the twist.
Hey, not everybody is here yet.
Yeah, no. It's a slow Sunday morning for everyone. I really think it is. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, we're all zombies this morning. This has been a hard week for a lot of people. Very hard week. But let's give everyone a couple more minutes to get in here.
So how are you guys doing this Sunday morning?
I'm good, man. Thank you for asking.
That's good to hear.
Feeling a little bit more rested.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm
real good to hear.
Ready to get into this seductive Sunday or Super Sunday, whatever you want to call it.
Oh my. I'm doing really well. I'm like hovering over yes, I want to use my lease on this computer. Like I'm right there, ready. I'll buy it at the end of the podcast and then go up and pick it up.
You guys do anything interesting this past Saturday? Yesterday?
I played Destiny 2.
I worked and then played Destiny 2.
Nice. How you guys like that expansion? I have yet to play it yet.
So far, so good. I like it.
I'm a lot further in the story, so I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Zal and I have done a lot of work on that over the last week and a half that's been out. So we'll get to talk about that a little bit more. We've got a few things. We got some Destiny 2, a little bit of Hyrule Warriors, a lot of Kingdom Hearts, next gen woes and laughs.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy Kingdom Hearts. I still have a little bit more to go. Union Cross isn't done, and Dark Road is still ongoing since it's literally just came out. June? So
yeah, not that long ago. I mean, in a mobile game's life, that's a long time ago.
Oh yeah, true. We know how Square likes to tell their stories when they're chopping it up like that.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's almost like waiting for a freaking manga. Like once a month, you get an episode once a month.
Twitch.tv/Kit Suragi. Come now, or else.
Or else be a circle. Be a circle.
Be there or get circled.
And I'm being clumsy still. I mean, what's new, right?
You said it, not me.
Okay. This also gives me a chance to make sure everything's all up and running smoothly. And the recording is going. Okay, good. I'm being smart this time. I'm recording this.
That's a first. I mean,
I know, right? You know, I should have been doing that from the beginning, but you know, I am a slacker.
You talking about recording and doing it at the same time?
Yeah, I'm streaming and recording it.
I think I'm gonna start doing that too. I still need to put my 2 episodes up that I've downloaded.
I think episode 4 is still staying on my computer, so I need to make sure that's uploaded. No, it's not. It's uploaded. I think it's uploaded to YouTube. I can't remember.
So guys, I plan on doing a revamp. I thought long and hard about my logo, and I don't just play Pokemon, and I want it to represent kind of like my Kingdom Hearts side as well. So I was thinking about like an implementation of Kingdom Hearts fit with the Keyblade, but I still got homie Charmander, you know, kind of on my side or on my back or something like that.
Revamp. Not necessarily a rebrand, but I like that. I've been toiling with that idea for a while.
Yeah, because I'm about to hit my year in January. It'll be nice to kind of have some kind of refresher.
Oh, y'all are babies still.
Yeah, man, it's been a long, fun journey.
Tell me about it. All right, let's go ahead and let's start getting into all the fun little topics that we've got going on today. Here, did you get what I was throwing down?
Come again?
In our chat.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. So, just making sure. Let's go ahead. Let's just start off with our let's start off with the plot twist. With the woes. So Hero, how'd that PS5 for Coles go?
You know, from the moment I went on the site and we were sitting there on the actual website trying and realized that it wasn't giving us the option to add to cart, that there was a glitch, that everybody went to the phone app. And because they had the website gate guarded, if you will, but they didn't have the website, the mobile app guarded, which led to a godly amount of people confirming that they got the bag, they secured the bag, that they got their consoles, when in reality they never ever did. And Coles was very silent about it, very quiet about it. But the benefit and the plus behind the whole Coles debacle, or the Coles crash, we'll call it, the crashing of Coles, was anybody that did make the purchase, they got $100 and something odd dollars of Coles cash that they can use to keep.
Oh, that's nice.
So I mean, it's a lose, yes. I mean, it's let's be honest, it's a lose for the time being. Come spring, come summer, everybody and their mother will have the console that they want. Unfortunately, it's just waiting, and due to the fact that COVID is a prevalent thing right now, it's just making it a lot harder than normal to get what you want.
Yeah.
That's true. My woes have been pretty much the same. Granted, I'm refreshing Best Buy again because it keeps popping up saying add to cart every once in a while for the PS5. Oh, hey, look, it's doing it again. Oh, this item is not in your cart yet. Due to high demand, we are having everyone go through one more step before it can be added. Please try again. That is the message that keeps popping up. And then, you refresh and it goes sold out. And then you refresh a few more times and then it says, hey, add to cart. And it's like, oh, what? So I'm wondering what's going on with Best Buys. But yeah, they're
Apparently, since this morning, they've talked about the fact that they're releasing them in waves. They're not going to release all of them at once,
Yep.
and that's what
Which is
happened.
true. Yep. Which is true.
that's
But again, that was 6 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I experienced the same thing, and this was before the whole Walmart cop. GameStop was doing another bundle and they were doing the waves thing. I kid you not, I was able to put the thing in my cart, but it would not let me check out. It kept saying this item does not exist in your cart. And then when it finally existed in my cart, it was sold out.
Yeah.
It was really annoying. And this was the day before me getting it on Walmart. And actually, the story behind that, I'll say after Kit kind of finishes his thing.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
No, you're fine because that was pretty much it. I'm seeing her refreshing again, but it's literally. Let's face it, I'm just going to say they're cock teasing me with the PS5 right now, and I don't like this. It's the biggest blue balls ever. Okay. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But
it really is bullshit.
But out of all of the woes, Stacks, you finally have. We have it. You have it confirmed, official, 100%. It will be here soon-ish, right?
Yes, sir. It's I was literally waiting because I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story behind that. Walmart was canceling people's orders, just like the hero story. They were literally canceling people's orders, and I got worried. I was literally paying attention to that being processed thing, and it finally said shipped yesterday. So it came from Kentucky. It's on its way to Charlotte right now. It'll be here by the 25th. It's going through FedEx, so sometimes FedEx can deliver it a little bit before. The 25th is that Wednesday, before Thanksgiving. So the latest Wednesday, but the earliest obviously Monday. So it is indeed shipped. But when I tried to get it on, like I said, GameStop, it did that to me. And literally, I kid you not, guys, on because I was the one going for the digital, and then my wife was going for the disc. So what happened was I went for the digital. As soon as I clicked it, sold out. Couldn't even get it. All right, cool, whatever. Close digital, open up the one with the disc, try it. Boom, sold out. Couldn't get it. My wife somehow did some kind of weird Houdini trick to where she was going for this one. It said the same thing, can't put it in cart. She closed the app, reopened it, and somehow it was on the digital page and was able to just go through the process like smooth as butter and processed it, purchased it, shipped everything. And she told me that, I was like, nah, you're lying. You didn't get it because there's no way. Like I literally was right there, fast as flash, clicked it, put it in the cart, sold out. How did you get through? So I'm dead serious. I have it. She showed me the confirmation. She showed me the processing. I said, okay, let's cross our fingers. Hopefully they don't try to trick us and be like, you know what, we have to take it back. It doesn't, whatever the reason they were going to take it back. Sure enough, I got the confirmation yesterday. It's shipped. It is on the way. So I am extremely excited, blessed, and happy about that. And like I said, although I did get it, I know the pains of not getting it because it sucks. I've been a part of that journey of trying, and it doesn't work. Like I said, I was still unfortunate, but my wife was actually the real MVP. She was the one that was able to get through while I wasn't. So really big thanks to her. Big shout outs to her. She definitely came through and helped out with that.
The queen secured it for the kingdom.
Yes, she did.
Which is an amazing thing. I'm happy for you, Stacks. I'm glad that you finally
Absolutely.
got one.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
just being able to have somebody have it soon,
Right.
especially with the plans that you had, means much
Mhm.
more. Like me wanting one because I wanted one, sure. Are the games out that I really, really want to play? Not
Mhm.
right now.
Right.
And honestly, when I was securing, when I secured the one that night and found out you didn't get it, I was just like, like, oh, that's a bummer. And then same thing
Right.
last night with Kit. Me and Kit sitting there on Coles, refreshing. I'm like, Kit, I think I got one. And
Mhm.
he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I've
And I
been
was
so
happy for
tired.
you too that night you pulled it from
Mhm.
GameStop. I was like, yo, my man's hero finally got one. Like
Yep.
his night is over. He's good. He can go to
Mhm.
sleep.
And then
And then
Bank
they
of
pulled
America
that
said,
crap with Bank, bro. That's
hit the
so
road,
lame.
Jack. Don't you come back no more.
That's so lame, bro. I feel for you, man, because like I'm telling you, man, whatever you went through is probably what I was going through when PlayStation snatched it from my hands. It was already pre-ordered, man. It's like I
Mhm.
still to this day don't understand that. I can't even think to understand that.
Well, it's something that it in reality, me being in customer service for so long, it's something that did fall upon you, but they did a poor execution of it
Yeah.
all.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Like, okay, look, I didn't get an email, text message, smoke signal, arrow through the door, brick through the window, nothing.
Right.
And I'm supposed to just know and look. Well, yeah, but like just one of those BS scenarios for sure. But
Right.
now you know for next time, so like when you get the 3080s or whatever, you're like, hey, look, I
Mm-hmm.
paid for it. Let me check and make sure this time.
Right. Facts.
Because
Big
they rolled
facts.
they rolled that wave to the end of it. They're like, well, we gave you 24 hours, and it's like, well, where was the email? Where was the notification? Like, sorry
That
that
is
you guys
true.
weren't prepared for it, but why would you set up a scenario like this and not have us prepared for it? Like, come on, man.
Yep.
That is true. Facts. I agree.
No, there's I I don't know. I think with COVID, how everything's been with COVID, it's really messed up the gaming industry as a whole, especially with a new console release and everything and everyone getting it. But hey, if you're looking for a Series X, I guarantee you when another batch rolls through later on today, you'll have an hour and a half to buy one.
Yeah, you will.
Here and I both can confirm that on Best Buy's website, the PS5 was sold out quick, giving us these issues sold out quick. You can go find a series. You could probably find a Series X right now if you wanted to, for market price, and be fine.
No bundle.
No bundle, just hey, here's a Series X,
Mm-hmm.
which
It was Thanos snapped.
which is the funny part because there's a lot of push with a lot of people going, yeah, a lot of companies are going to be switching to Series X, but yet it's doesn't have the marketplace, like the people aren't buying it as quickly as the PS5, and it's not as much in demand. And I think we've talked about this enough that it's more or less most of the people that could buy a Series X or are trying to buy a PS5, most of them don't even think about the Series X because they have a PC that can play everything that the Series X is going to be able to play.
Right.
And that's the unfortunate thing. There's not an exclusive insight for the Xbox that isn't going to be on PC, because we know Halo Infinite is going to be on the PC. We know whatever next Gears that'll be on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. PC people are like, yeah, so I never have to buy a Series X. But if I want to play Demon Souls
God of
right
War.
now, I need to get a PS5 or wait a year. If I want to play God of War,
Right.
I need to get a PS5. If I want to play Horizon right away and not have to wait 2 or 3 years for it to be on PC, I need to buy a PS5. You
Right.
know, there are exclusives for the PS5 that are going to be people are going to be like, oh no, I want to do this because it's going to be better for me in the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Callie with his heartaches trying to get a 3080 right now.
3090.
Getting the
Sorry,
3090.
sorry, Kelly.
Yeah.
It's right there. Rip Callie.
So did he get close to getting it? I'm assuming
It's right in his cart.
Wow.
It literally is in his cart and it's saying sold out, so he can't progress forward.
That's terrible. These dang scalpers, man.
Go directly.
Well, no, it's not even that. Truth be
It's
told, it's just the fact that we're dealing with a lot more foot traffic than normal, man. Like a lot of people that are at home, just
Mhm.
chilling, nothing to do. We're
And
going against them every day.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the hard part. We've got a huge fight against
Yeah.
on us.
That is
It
true.
it's like this. You got a lot of streamers that had to go out and buy their PS5s, and they're struggling too. Some have secured it, some haven't, and they're hurting just as bad. And they're doing
Right.
everything they can to try and get a PS5, but they're just not getting one. You got a lot. There's like I said, a lot going on with everything going on. Scalpers are one thing, and yeah, they are the bane of our existence for the most part, and deserve to be in the lowest depths of hell. But that's besides the point.
Mhm.
They are though just that. They're there to make things harder and try and make a profit. And if you
Right.
know someone that is bought multiple PS5s and decides that they're going to sell it, you can tell them to go right straight to hell.
Yeah, man, for real. I saw a post on Instagram where a guy was sitting on about 50 PS5s. Just flexing.
There was a post on Twitter that I saw that
Mhm.
posted up 1100 for the physical edition, 900 for the digital edition. He had, and I counted, 20 physical editions and 15 digital editions,
That's insane.
selling for double the price. After tax, by the way.
It's unreal that people are really just out there living their life like that.
Hmm.
There's nothing we can do about it but sit there and watch.
Sit there and watch, and they're going to turn that profit. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
you are going to have the people, my kid really wants a PS5 this year, blah, blah. All right, I'll buy it from this guy. And the issue is, and the funny part is technically, I believe it's still on boxes and everything. It does actually state for consoles, not for resale.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, if you get caught, you can do jail time.
Wow.
As long as there's some notification that states on the product that says not for resale, you can go to jail for trying to sell it. You gotta love that. There's
That's
loopholes and
insane,
stuff
bro.
like that, but yeah. It's like,
That's insane.
yeah. Well, it's, the argument some people will make is, well, GameStop does it. GameStop also pays a licensing fee to do that.
because that's where they make their money.
Mm-hmm. They have to pay money. They have to pay so much a year to Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo to take in used consoles and then resell them. So they are paying. They're pretty much paying the fine to the companies, but they get a nice little written sheet saying, they're legal to do this. It's fine. They can do it. That's the big thing. So there's legal ways to do it, and most people don't have that kind of money to do that.
That is true.
Just saying.
Not everybody has that. That is all the way true. That's facts.
But yeah, that's pretty much what been our woes and with the PS5. I'm pretty much with Hero. Next year I'll have one, 100%. But right now,
it'd be much more. It'd be a much different conversation if it were. These were the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting any more. That's it. Done. Like
Right.
that. Then yeah, we're having a different conversation, 100%. But.
Mm-hmm.
and besides, we can, we can rest easy knowing we'll probably be getting second gen of these consoles, and a lot of the bugs and everything will be fixed.
Not to discredit people that got them early.
Yep. I will always state I've had first gens of Sony's every single time, and I've never had issues with them. They tend to break after so many years because of wear and tear and use.
Mm-hmm.
Like my old PS1, you have to keep upside down for it to read the discs and spin the disc because the spring was broken.
Oh wow.
But I mean, I
And we
had
doing
that
the
thing
whole Mambo
for
number 5 in
years.
order to play it.
Yep. I had that thing for years, and it was like right before the PS2 came out, like the year before the PS2 came out. That's when it started to break on me and do stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not super worried about it. But to the people who have first gens, congrats. Just watch out. Remember, you have. Luckily, a lot of the company, Sony and Microsoft, have things in place. So if your system does fry itself for some odd reason or brick, and it wasn't your fault, they will replace it, which is a good thing. So we have that going for all of us that get a first gen. The second gens, they're a little more lax on that because they fixed a lot of those issues, but it's still there. And they kind of keep that base. I think it's like a base 90-day thing after that. So unless it's a massive issue that they know of, and then they can put a huge recall on it. But that's how that is. But again, to everyone that has a first gen, congrats. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Definitely.
And for people like Hero and I, may the odds be in our favor for trying to get one. So,
right.
If we decide to go forth and try and find one before Christmas.
Yep, I think I'm done though, as far as looking. I might as well focus on the fact I can't play Call of Duty from my current computer, and focus on that.
Yeah, I was I was thinking about that too. I was like, you know what? I might as well just get Cold War on the PS5.
Yeah, you'll be able to run it pretty smoothly. Let us know how the adaptive is, since we already have people that have talked about it.
Listen, I've heard people that enjoyed it. So, and I have me and Hero talked about this. I know we're jumping off subject a little bit. Me and Hero was talking about different weapons having different trigger pulls. Now, I think it's in Cold War, but I know for a fact they did confirm, and I saw a video of a guy confirming different weapons have different trigger pulls, which is I think it's pretty cool. I think that's pretty dope. I assume Cold War has that as well, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, Cold War does too.
Oh, it does. Okay. I mean, it's unique. You know, I'm a techie guy. I like weird, cool tech. So I mean, I can understand for a competitive standpoint, people like, nah, that's just stupid. Like, I get it. But for me, for a guy that's just like to have fun, it's gonna be cool as hell to me. So, I mean, you know, you pick your poison, I guess.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
PS3. I didn't get the PS3 till God of War 3 came out. I don't know how long that was.
That's a year.
I can't remember.
Hey Kelly, the 3090s just went in stock on Amazon.
Really?
Go, Callie, quickly.
I don't know if it's the one you want. I know you're picky, but just at this point,
3090 just
the EVGA.
No. What is it? I don't know where'd it go. It's gone.
And
there's a Ventus GeForce GTX 3090, but it's $2,300.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. It's $2,300. I don't know about that, Chief, but if you're into that, yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, like I said, Hero, it's I think it was a year, maybe 2 after the PS3 came out. No, it had to be a year after the PS3 came out because the fat bodies were still the normal ones. And after 2 years, we got the slim models, which were a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I had the big boy body that I got, and then that yellow light of death. So I traded it in and got the other one.
Yeah, the PS3s are weird. The PS3s. Yeah, the PS3 is the only PlayStation console that has 3 different versions of itself.
Bro, EVGA are bugging. They got a 3080 in for
1350.
Yep, 1400. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No thanks. Yeah, because I've got the last version of the PS3 right in front of me, which is the slide top. I've had
On the one you
all
slide.
three. Yeah, I've had all three. I've had the big boy, I had the slim, and then I have the slide top right now.
Nice.
So I think there's more issues with the slide top than there are with the big boy or the slim.
Right.
But
I have the slim still, which I'm gonna eventually open up and clean the hell out. And I have the PS4 Pro.
yeah, I've got my Pro. But yeah, like I said, that's the one that's got the most editions of it, unless you're counting the Pro as its own version of the PS4.
Right.
So, oh, so that's pretty much that. I mean, like I said, we've all had our hardships and victories so far. So
Mm-hmm.
we can continue on knowing that things will be better soon.
Hopefully.
So yeah, let's move on to the next subject. Let's go ahead and jump into. I know you haven't gotten to play yet. We talked a little bit of it, but let's actually jump into Destiny 2 and its new expansion, which just dropped last Tuesday. It's been out for a week and a half now.
I have one question randomly off topic though.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What's the difference? Why would I get the XT?
The XT. Hold on. Let me see. I did some research on it. I have to get back with you on that one, Hero. I did some research on it. It was something extra it does for you for the GPUs. I have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly the wording. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab the XT instead. So I think I was gonna get a Ryzen 9, but the 7XT gave better performance per frame rate than a Ryzen 9.
Yeah, well, they don't have it in the 3700. The 3700 just has the 3700X, and then then there's the 3800 XT.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 3800. I said 37. My mistake. It's Ryzen 7 3800 XT. 8 cores, 16 threads.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because the 3700 is it's on sale right now for $279.
That's not, you can't,
That's yeah, I can't
you
argue
can't
with that.
beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it's $100 difference between that
Oh
and
yeah.
the XT.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the 3700 is crap. It's not at all. I was just more frame rate per second compared to a Ryzen 9. I think it's 3950. The Ryzen 7 38 XT is gonna give you more frame rates per second, uh, things like that. Better processing and stuff like that. That's all.
Well, they
Just
said I
compared
know,
to a
no,
Ryzen 9.
because I remember what you're talking about now. Because like I
Mm-hmm.
remember I looked it up and it says the graphic card and processor will work great together on
Mm-hmm.
1080p resolution
Mm-hmm.
for a it will only produce a 5.62% of GPU bottleneck on 1080p resolution.
Mm-hmm.
If you go with the 3700X and the 2070 Super, which is what I have.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to go with the 3800X, apparently it says that it will work together great on 2160p by 4K.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it depends on how you want to run your games, whether it's 1080p, 1440p,
Yeah.
or 2160.
Whichever.
I'm getting the ultra wide, so I know that's not feasible for a lot of people, but
Hey, it is what it is, right?
yeah.
All right.
As Dean would say, $20 is $20.
All right. Yeah, let's jump into this next little topic. So Destiny 2 Beyond Light just dropped last Tuesday before. So it's been out for 2 weeks. We didn't get to talk about it much last week. Didn't really get to play it much. And we this Friday just got the raid as well. The raid dropped. So week and a half, which is I guess that's about right. So Hero, I won't go beyond what you've gone through for spoiler's sake, because I think you should enjoy what you can. But how you been enjoying Destiny 2 Beyond Light so far?
Destiny 2 is just Destiny 2 to me right now. My thing is that I want to be able to do the raids. I want to get the full experience of Destiny, which I've yet to get.
Right.
I've
Which you
not
have to
been
have
able
6
to.
people, correct?
We've done one. I'm talking about just be able to go. Say I've done all the important stuff in the Destiny
Right.
game for once. I've yet to be able to do it.
Yeah, we've
I've only
done
done little. I've only done bits and pieces, even between Destiny 1 to Destiny 2.
Right.
Yeah, which I want to do. I want us. There'll be at least 3-4 of us. We did do the first part of Leviathan, but Hero wants to do current content too. So he wants to get into this new raid and everything and do it and be like, yes, I've beaten it, and now we can wait for the next one. Do high tier. Was it Nightfall the Ordeals? Considering the last time we did that was a nightmare. We spent 40 minutes and we couldn't kill the last boss because the boss decided, I'm just gonna keep glitching out on you guys and killing you. So
Right.
you guys can just go ahead and just die. Yeah, that was not a great little experience, and then taking a break for a good little bit.
Right.
We only did the first part. We didn't do all 3 parts, Zal. We didn't do all 3 parts. There's 3 parts still of Leviathan. There's Leviathan, Belly, or then there's Belly of the Stars, and then there's one more after that. And I've only done 2 of the 3, so.
Right.
The new raid is the Crypt. I have no clue what that's about. Haven't watched anything. Apparently, World First was done in 8 hours, which is congrats to them.
Wait, the raid takes 8 hours.
The World First was 8. It beat the raid in 8 hours.
What is that long?
No, well, I mean, when you going in there blind and have no clue what you're doing, yeah, it could take that long or longer.
I was about to say, what the?
That's how most of them were, to be honest.
Yeah,
when they first came out like that.
Vault of Glass the original Vault of Glass took World First was 16 hours, and I only know that because my group was World 5th, and we were at 1620. Oh, whoa, we lost Hero, and everything just went wonky.
Hopefully we get him back soon.
You get there? Hero?
Yeah, I'm just fine.
Okay.
Apparently.
Just peachy.
You just like blinked out and everything went wonky.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, like I said, it took us about 16 and a half hours, and we were World 5th. So.
Right.
And that's D1 Vault of Glass.
Right.
But yeah, the World First on this one was 8 hours. I don't know what World Second or Third. I almost guarantee you they were probably within 10-15 minutes of each other.
Right.
And most of those people were probably running about 12:30-ish light. So, hardcore raiders are always going to be higher gear than your mid-core or casual players because of they're going to spend that more time on there.
Right.
Because Cyrus, you're always the next raid boss because you're Trollra. Vault of Glass was the only other raid you actually finished. Yeah, I've done Vault of... What is it? I've done Vault of Glass, Crota, Taken King. Those were the 3 in Destiny 1 that I did. Because I didn't do the 3rd raid. And then I've done the first 2 Leviathan steps. And then that's it for Destiny 2.
Nice.
And as Hero said, yeah, Destiny 2 is Destiny 2. The Beyond Light story is really good, really chill. We've gotten our new subclass, which is Stasis, which that's pretty much the story. The story is you going through to unlock it fully, but it lets you play around with it. And every time it lets you play around with it in the story, you get to go infinite supers, like fast charge supers, fast charge grenades, fast charge melee. It's ridiculous and love every minute of it. They really want you to learn Stasis, play with, and have fun. And I will state, Stasis is fun to play with, but it can also be. I haven't done PvP with it, so I know a lot of people are running it in PvP. So if you know anything about PvP, let us know. Let us know how nightmarish it is to deal with Stasis.
I know Omni Free does a lot of gameplay with Destiny too. So if we need any PvP information, I definitely think he will be the guy that we can get information from.
That'd be nice. And we need that PvP aspect of that game, because that's half the game. One half is the PvE and doing the raid. The other half is Crucible and Trials.
Yep.
I'm never doing Trials, by the way. Zal, Hero, everyone. I'm never doing Trials. I'm not subjecting myself to that.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, Zal. And Gambit. Gambit's another one. Gambit's actually, I think, the interesting blend, which I need to do.
Right.
But I will suggest to people that if you are looking at getting back into Destiny 2, get back into it with Beyond Light. It's actually a decent story. The map's pretty big. They bring back one zone from Destiny 1. Not going to spoil that one. I think everyone should go see it and reminisce about Destiny 1. And overall, I just feel like it's been really good. It's been much needed addition, decent story, and decent content. Not the best, decent content. Gear up is still a nightmare after a certain bit. Once you break 1200, you're just sitting there going, please, just let me get better gear.
Right.
But yeah, I got here. Zal and I helped Hero get through a couple of the main fights last night. Did the Warrior and the Technocrat. So Hero's getting close to the end of the story, which is good for him, and he'll finally get his nice little stasis, which with him now we've got to see all three of the stasis abilities from the classes. So since he's playing Titan. Zal loves stasis. I love stasis because stasis is ice. So everyone who knows me, they know I'm cold.
Is it stasis? What is that? Is that like that's the abilities, right?
That's the new subclass. Yeah, it's called stasis. And it is literally ice powers.
Oh.
So you can freeze your enemies, you can shatter them. You have multiple different you can upgrade it a little bit and get multiple different grenades. So you've got 2 different grenades right now, or Zal and I do. I don't think there's any more. Welcome back, Hero. You okay there? You're muted. Hi, Hero.
Been here the whole time.
I know. You've been muted the whole time, haven't you?
Trying to fix this. But we're good now.
Yeah, so you got with stasis, you got the Hunter melee, which is pretty much multiple hitting. It's like 2 kunai that go and hit out multiple enemies. I didn't really get to see Hero's melee as a Titan much, so Hero can explain that. Or yeah, basically Shuriken. That since Salzar Hunter, as a Warlock, you get an ice staff that you shoot out a ball of ice that hits and explodes on impact and hits multiple enemies for their melees. The grenades, everyone gets the same grenades. You have a ice wall grenade that you can shoot the wall that it makes to shatter it and do damage to people around it. And then the second one is a sphere or a hemisphere that sucks enemies into the center and forces them to walk out, which slows them, and if they stay in too long, they freeze. And then everyone's got their supers. So which hunters are, it throws down pretty much 2 tomahawk axes that one hits, creates a little whirlpool, and the other one goes and pushes it towards enemies.
Nice.
Warlocks summon the ice staff. They shoot out some ice orbs, and then anything that's frozen, they can actually detonate ice sculptures. Anyone that's frozen. So that's those 2. Bubble and Whirlwind for hunters. That's, yeah, Zal put it out better. It's interesting. It's very fun. You can really combo really well with stasis, so especially with the Warlock, because everyone just freezes everything. The Warlock goes and blows them all up. So again, Warlocks being support jobs.
Does anybody remember, or anybody ever looked at the Snowblind PC case from iBuyPower?
Snowblind?
You've seen it in the Best Buy before. It's got the LED panel.
Yeah, I have. I've seen it.
And what is it called?
Snowblind. It's by iBuyPower. I'm just trying to get Kit to spend more money. That's all. It's like $2,000 though.
Yeah, that's a little out of the range right now.
I know. i9 9900, 16 gigs RAM, 2080 Super.
Oh,
oh my God, it's got a 99.
I want the whole system, not just the case.
1 terabyte hard drive, 480 SSD, and crystal white because it's a Snowblind, and Kit's Steam is ice. You know.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, hey,
I'm good at spending other people's money. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if my leasing option was just that little bit higher, I might have actually gone with that because I really want a 99, but that's besides the point.
It's only $100 something out of pocket. Okay.
Here, stop trying to make me spend more money than I need to.
Pay me no mind.
It is a nice case, I will say that.
Oh, I have. I've seen it. It is a nice case, and I'm like halfway tempted to buy it, but I can't.
I've been bouncing back and forth on ideals for cases. I might change. I'm still thinking about the NZXT. Was it 8? Was it 8510? Yeah. Elite. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. I may change my mind. I might, because like I said, if I can cut back on prices, I will. You know, but you know, I figured why not just buy everything you want, so that way you don't want anything. You know, because if you buy the minimum, then you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I would have got this.
Yep, that's why when I found out that thank you, Bean. That's why when I found out about the fact that I can still do 1440p gaming or whatever from the 2070 Super, I wasn't too bad. I wasn't too bummed out. Oh my god, it'll. Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
Yeah, here. Do you want to add in? How'd you like stasis so far? Your stasis abilities as a Titan.
All I want is to be able to German suplex somebody. That's all I want. I don't care what power ability you give me. I want to be able to grab somebody, flip them over my head, put them on their neck. It's a Titan, and then do the. That's it.
You know, I bet you there's probably going to be a finisher for that soon. Okay, bro. Apparently, you're going to take people to Suplex City.
That's right.
If that ever happens, Hero will be happy, and then we need a command for him
And
to
if
do
it's
it
a lady,
constantly.
my moment. A very oh my moment indeed.
Mm-hmm. So we've got two small subjects. Well, one small subject, one bigger subject.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up Hyrule Warriors.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So I played that a little bit on Friday night. If people weren't there, you can go check it out. There was a small thing of people. Casares brought this up. You might get banned. There was some people getting banned in Europe and Australia because the game hadn't released in America yet. So they were streaming it, and their Twitches and YouTubes were getting banned
Wow.
and taken down, DMC takedown, because it wasn't released in America yet.
That's trash.
So the point of the reason being is Nintendo didn't want people streaming it before everyone got it, specifically because they didn't want the story spoilers to be released till everyone was able to get it and start playing it. The issue is they never said anything about it on social media or anything, so no one knew not to stream it.
Right.
Yeah. Callie told me about that info. I also got that info from Brown Meister, who we rated that night. So that was kind of interesting to find out because Casares came in and said that. I'm like, whatever. If it happens, it happens. And then when I read it off, they're like, oh, yeah, people were getting banned here because of this. This is what it was. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. It's stupid, but it makes sense.
Right.
So
were they doing things to kind of, was the ban their fault?
No, well, it was, but it wasn't. So here, again, there was nothing from Nintendo saying, hey, please wait till the game is fully released to everyone before you stream it. Due to the spoilers, we don't want that game out to other people. They never said anything like that, like publicly. But people started playing it, and they were getting DMC takedown because of that reason. So, yes, it's technically that person's fault for playing the game before everyone got it, but they didn't know, so it's not their fault.
Right.
It's one of those, you can't sit there and go, we're taking you down because you're spoiling the story. Okay, cool. When did you guys say don't do that? So it's not really their fault, but it can be in the context that that's what Nintendo wanted, but since they didn't say anything or it wasn't readily known that was the thing, it's not necessarily their fault. They weren't at fault for it. So
it's not their fault, but it's their fault.
Yeah, it's weird.
More or less.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't type thing. But it's out now, so I think most of those people are able to fight it off and get their channels reestablished, and they'll be fine. It's just that was the big thing about that was going on with the game right at launch. But I will state this. It is exactly what you expect it to be. It is a Dynasty Warriors, his Hyrule Warriors. But it's set to Breath of the Wild, and the characters all play like Link plays exactly like Link did in Hyrule Warriors. Minus they changed up certain things, so your special abilities are a little bit different, and then you have the Sheikah Slate, which lets you do bombs, magnetism, stuff like that. All the stuff that you got in Breath of the Wild and
Right.
they added in a couple of other items. But overall, it plays like a Dynasty Warriors game, like you expect, and it's been fun. I haven't
Right.
done any more story. I've just been doing side quests on it off stream because I want to wait to do more story stuff on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Considering I thoroughly enjoyed Breath of the Wild and I thought Breath of the Wild had a decent story, I just wanted more information before everything happened. And we kind of got that with the DLCs, but I didn't really touch on it very much.
Right.
So now we're getting a lot more information. Plus, there's some weird stuff. I'm not going to spoil too much into it, but there's some stuff that's kind of like, why are we going this route? Okay.
Right.
But yeah. And so far,
Unknown.
yeah. So far, I've been, like I said, enjoying it. My two favorite so far characters to run around with are Urbosa and Impa. Impa because she's a little ninja and stabby, and Urbosa because she's using lightning combos and is ridiculously strong. So Mifa, which is the Zora princess, she's interesting, but you take some time to get used to. Zelda is way different than she was in the first Hyrule Warriors game and takes a lot of getting used to because her weapon is the Sheikah Slate. So it requires some work to get used to. And like I said, Link's Link. I've got a sword. I'm going to spin around and kill people. And I'm going to shoot some arrows, and that's it. You're Link. That's all you need to worry about. So,
I'm interested in playing it. I'm picking it up this Monday upcoming.
Cool. Yeah, let me know how you like it because, like I said, I've enjoyed it.
I like how because it happens. It literally happens right before Breath of the Wild, correct?
It's all the stuff that leads up to the point of Breath of the Wild, right before Link gets like almost
like his
killed.
mind is gone, or
before his 100-year nap.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 100 years prior to the start of Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Maybe some extra years, give or take. They don't give an actual timeline, but
isn't there supposed to be a prequel as well? Or I'm sorry, a sequel? Sorry.
There is a sequel in the works, yes.
Gotcha.
We do know that there is a sequel in the works. We're just waiting for more information on that. Kind of like Metroid Prime 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those games are ever coming out.
Yeah, well, they teased it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to speak on it because the more I speak on it, the more they're like, nope. They're just going to keep snatching it away. But they did say that they were working on it, right? It was in development, right?
So we saw for Breath of the Wild 2, we saw a little bit of a cutscene and that they stated it's in development and that it is a sequel to Breath of the Wild. And we're like, okay, cool. We also got the teaser of Metroid Prime 4 with them doing the entire space and then going Metroid Prime 4 and going, hey, it's in development. Year and a half later, they're like, oh, by the way, we scrapped Metroid Prime 4 and gave it back to Retro, so Retro is working on it, and there's been no information since then. And then it was last year they teased Breath of the Wild 2, and there's been no information since that tease. They did that one tease, and that was it.
Did they not know what route they wanted to go or something?
Who knows? Like I said, I don't believe those games are coming out. And when they do, I will be pleasantly surprised. But at this moment, I'm not going to hold my breath on either of them, even though I really want Metroid Prime 4. We need a new Metroid game. So bad.
Yeah, man. I would enjoy a new Metroid game. New Metroid, sorry.
Yeah. But all we know is for those is Prime 4 comes after the Prime series, and possibly, we're not actually sure anymore. And that Breath of the Wild 2 is Breath of the Wild 2. And that they're both in development, and we don't know where they are in development. Yep. Nintendo cock blocking us as well. Everyone's cock blocking us this year. But
As Kitsuragi predicted earlier, Xbox Series X is flickering stock at the Microsoft Store.
Well, at least I know when I get one for my kids this Christmas, I might be able to get one.
Won't ship until December.
in other words, if you buy one now, you can get one for Christmas. They'll have more in stock on Black Friday, more than you'll be able to get them easier than the PS5 on Black Friday. So, let's go to the topic that I know there's a lot of information about because you've been going hard on it, Stacks, and let's talk about more because now you've gotten a lot of time in it. Kingdom Hearts, what Melody of Memories?
Yes, sir. Guys, that game first and foremost is amazing. I highly recommend that if you are into the Kingdom Hearts lore series, everything in between that it has to offer, please go play that game. Now, I will say this: you technically don't have to play the game. Now, let me first get that part out of the way. You don't have to play the game. You can obviously go on YouTube and find the cutscenes. You can definitely do that. But if you love rhythm games, you love Kingdom Hearts, I promise you, it's a blast of the past. It's amazing. I had a very fun experience. Yesterday, I was working on completing all the songs, getting 3 stars on every single song. I was doing that a little bit yesterday, kind of just breezing through some of them. It's really challenging on some modes like Proud Mode and things of that nature. Some of the boss fights are really challenging as well. It's hard as you imagine Rock Band being or Guitar Hero, Dita Hero on the hardest difficulty. It's not as hard, but it's just as hard if that makes sense.
That's what
But
she
this
said.
Oh my!
the story, however, I understand there are some people that just love to hate on the series just because you don't understand it and you immediately, yeah, see, it's just stupid because it doesn't make sense. You don't even try to give yourself time to make it make sense, if that makes sense. I know I said make sense like 2 times in one sentence,
But it makes sense.
but it makes sense if
Right.
you follow along the story. I say this all the time. I cannot stress it enough. If you play Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3 and then complain that you don't understand, I don't know what to tell you because I get it. You don't want to play the side games on the DS, the advance 3DS and things like that. I get it. I get it. And PSP with Birth by Sleep. I get it. I understand. But if you want to understand the story, you have to at least attempt to go search for the information via YouTube because they have cutscenes on YouTube. You don't have to play the games, but they do have the cutscenes on YouTube. So if you put a little more effort into the game, you can understand the story fully. Now, I do understand if that's not your cup of tea, then feel free to, you know, take your talents elsewhere. But I don't think you should necessarily bash a game just because you don't understand the story if you don't take the opportunity to try to understand the story. But with all that being said, for those of you who are into the lore and the story, it is amazing. It leads up to the next installment of Kingdom Hearts, which I believe we are finally gonna get that Riku game that I've been wanting forever. Riku themed, Riku the main character, Riku. That's what I want. I believe Riku is setting up for the next protagonist to be however he's going through now.
I
Uh,
came into part of your stream when you were talking about that too, trying to make sure I was able to put 2 and 2 together.
mhm. So without spoilers, Riku was talking to a certain person at the end of the game, and they were talking about. So apparently, Xehanort, we got a new message called "If you don't," I have to reread it, but basically sums it up. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, we fail. He's talking to Kyrie, so in a sense, he's making it seem like him and Kyrie are teamed up or some shit. Xehanort's true goal is not just Kingdom Hearts, but to make it to a different dimension, different world. If anybody kept up with the lore so far, Luxert, one of the original 13 members, is not from the timeline that he's in. He's actually from a different dimension or timeline. aka Yuzura. Um, and for those of you who didn't know, Yuzura, sorry, is from a different timeline as well. So they Yuzura and Luxord are from the same timeline. I'm wondering, is at the end of Melody of Memories when Riku was walking through one of the portals that a certain someone opened up. I'll let you guys experience that for yourself. Um, he's going to, what did Ansem call it? The real Ansem, not the evil guy Ansem, the real Ansem the Wise. Ansem called it the uh the fictional world, or the fantasy. I can't remember what he called it. It
Yeah,
was
I
something
can't.
on the lines of saying a different universe, right? So this is having me to believe that we are finally going to get those Final Fantasy worlds that we've been asking for in Kingdom Hearts, because they're not in the Disney dimension no more. They're going to a whole new different dimension, which is where Yuzura's from, Luxor's from. Maybe we get some more Final Fantasy. You guys be like, yo, where's all the Final Fantasy characters? Who know? Maybe we get the experience some of the Final Fantasy characters in this different dimension. So I'm really intrigued to see the net. Like, all I need to have me feel better, I just need the next game name and what it looks like, and I'm satisfied. I don't even care about when it's released. I just want to see something, and that will hold me over until the game drops.
And sex to go off your thing. I get people that you don't want to go out and buy all those things, but you know there are
Mhm.
these great things called 1.5 and 2.5 that are out that have
Yep.
all the information you need. So if you're getting into the
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts games, you can do this.
Yep.
And
That's
if you can find it,
I didn't know that. I would actually contemplate buying that and playing that like offline on my own because I would want to know. Like I said, the only one I've ever played was one,
Mhm.
the other
and I couldn't progress because I didn't have a memory card.
the other
Yep.
thing is there's another one out called the Complete Edition. It has all of this plus the
Yes, I
prequel,
saw that one. It's like $30 right now, 30, 40
Yep.
bucks right now.
which
And it does
is the better
include
deal.
3 too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, when I was going through my Kingdom Hearts series, basically the first part of that
Thank you, Kelly.
game was literally 1 point. I have the disc for 1.5 plus 2.5. They're all on one disc.
Yep.
So yes, it's definitely out for anybody that want all the information that you possibly need. Now, again, this is only for the people that want to know more about the lore of Kingdom Hearts. If you do not care, now everybody has their own opinion. I get it, but there's something about people's opinions that they try to uh talk about something that they don't fully experience, if that makes sense. You can't simply say um what is it, what's one of the Dark Siders, right? Dark Siders trash, is terrible. You only played one game. Did you play all of them? Was there one in particular that you thought was trash? The Witcher. You can say you play The Witcher 1, right? The Witcher was trash. Okay, well, did you play all of them? Did you play The Witcher 2? The Witcher 3?
True.
No. Well, how can you just say the series is trash if you didn't give it a chance
Mass
to
Effect.
actually play through everything and then give your opinion from there? And I think that's what people are doing with Kingdom Hearts. They literally go in order because they think 1, 2, and 3 is the order. 1, 2, and 3 doesn't make sense. Who is this guy? Where he came from? What is this? Who? Why? How did he get these powers? Or what? Who's the master? Like, you know what? I'm done. This is stupid.
Or they
That's
don't want to follow the story. They don't want to do the actual work.
Yep, they don't want to figure it out. So it's like, I've had people come in like, bro, see, this is why I don't like Kingdom Hearts. It's confusing. I'm like, well, it's confusing to you because you don't follow the story, but because I
And you
follow
don't
the
want to do
story,
what it takes to follow the story. Like, don't
right,
come in here saying that. Right.
right. It's like, it's confusing to you because you don't follow the story, but and I was surprised when um let's just say, without spoiler warning, because I want you guys to have your fair share. Again, something happened in the story with Kyrie. Like, yo, what the hell? That's crazy. Like, why did that happen? How did that happen? And then the guy's like, see, I told you, this is why I don't play games. Stupid. Nobody knows anything. I'm like, bro, I'm just reacting. That's all. I'm just reacting to something that I thought was wild. I'm not saying that, oh my God, this is, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I was just, you guys know how, like, let's say fucking Kingdom, or I said Kingdom Hearts, freaking, was it, Xbox, Halo Infinite, right? The first damn 30 minutes, fucking Master Chief's head gets ripped off his body. Like, you're gonna be shocked, like, yo, what the hell just happened? Like, it was one of those moments, So
Mm-hmm.
I guess me being over shocked, like, yo, why? What the hell just happened? I guess they took that wrong. It's like, see, you don't even know what's going on, so that's why this game is so stupid. It's like,
So I
what?
we can go into that real quick. A lot of the time with RPGs,
Hmm.
a lot of people get turned away from it because again, it's a lot of story text. The mass
Hmm.
majority of gamers uh play Call of Duty, Fortnite, CS:GO, Battle Royales, League of Legends, things that aren't heavy text. And this is something I grew up with. You have
Hmm.
those games, and then you have heavy text games. You have your RPGs and your story driven games, which a
Hmm.
lot of people, you go through and you have something, people are like, I don't understand what's going on. What do I have to play to understand what's going on? This doesn't make
Hmm.
sense.
Right.
With that, you sometimes you go, you, hey, you got excited about that thing. You didn't know that was coming up. Well, no one knew.
Hmm.
You don't understand this. No, I didn't know that was coming up. I didn't know that they're going to give us this information.
Right.
That's awesome, blah blah. Versus,
Hmm.
oh no, I have no clue what's going on. So what's this character?
Right.
Why should I be excited about this
Right.
character? It
Hmm.
that's the big difference between things. You get through
Right.
what Modern Warfare 2, where we get to the certain point, we get to where Ghost gets killed off. Yeah, playing Modern Warfare, a lot of people are like, oh.
Hmm. That's
it,
true.
it was a big thing for people, but that's when the the campaign was a little more involved. Now it's like, hey, play the campaign. Now this is kind of stupid. Well, at least I get to run around and shoot people. I'm gonna go play zombies now.
Hmm. That is true.
I'm not saying that's every Call of Duty player. Please don't burn my house down. It's just that's a normal effect. When you have a lot of multiplayer games, you're going to have people who don't care for story, and that's okay. That's their
Yep, that is
preference.
true. That is true. Right. Preference. That's the big key word right there. Preference. And that's why I tell people, like, bro, it's a preference, I'm not gonna argue with you. It's a preference.
I'm
Like,
not
there's no point in arguing.
I'm not gonna bash someone for only playing shooter games and not
Hmm.
understanding any RPGs, and then when they get in there, it's when they try and play it and they play for like 15 minutes and go, this is trash, and give up
Yep.
and don't give it a shot. I'm like,
Yep.
you
Yep.
got
That's
you
my
gotta
main
actually
thing.
give it some time and try. Well, I didn't get anywhere in 15 minutes, and yeah, it takes time. There's a difference in
And
games.
yeah, and another thing with the whole Kingdom Hearts thing, I don't know. Maybe it's my fandom and how much I love it. I just don't understand how anybody can think the series is overrated just because you don't understand it. It can't,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I don't think it can be overrated because it's a very popular game. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of
Oh,
like saying
Walking
Halo
Dead's
is
trash.
overrated.
Oh, Game of Thrones is trash. Walking
Right.
Dead's
It's
trash.
overrated.
What did you
Destiny is
see? I only saw a
overrated.
few episodes. Mm, your opinion is not so valid.
Right. That's like me saying Star Wars. Speaking of, like, Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts is a very good comparison because they both have very convoluted stories. That's like me saying Star Wars is trash just because I don't understand it or I'm not into the lore. But I try a movie. I'm like, you know what? Nope, I don't understand it. It's dumb. You know what? I'll try to watch two more movies. Nope, still don't understand. It's trash. It's dumb. I don't know. No, it's overrated. Like,
And here's the kicker. You try and watch those movies, you get like 15, 20 minutes into the movie, and then you just turn it off because like, this is stupid.
yeah.
That's the thing, is you're getting people that call that out, and you're they're not actually putting some time in. And I get it. There's some games that you sit there, was it watching Maximilian Dude, who for 6 years after playing the first 2 hours of Alien Isolation, he's like, this game's trash, blah blah. So finally he decided to go through and play it, and he got past those first 2 hours, and he was just like, yeah, the first 2 hours were trash, but now this game's good.
Right.
Sometimes it's like, I hate using that argument with things, like, because certain animes are like that. It's like you have to get past the first 5 episodes. I promise.
Naruto, believe it.
Yeah, Naruto, Bleach. Those
Everybody loves going, oh, Naruto's trash. Like, what'd you do? This son of a stupid little kid and the ninja. Is it
Right.
though?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it though?
Naruto and Bleach are
Right.
2 prime examples. Hey, get past these X episodes, and it gets good. I don't wanna. After 5 episodes of Bleach gets really good. Nope,
That's
we
how I
lost
feel
Hero.
about Attack on Titan as well. I feel like a lot of people just they
Welcome
see
back,
Attack
Hero.
on Titan like, well, what's so cool about these giant monsters or these giant people eating people? What's so cool
Bye,
about that? Is Hero? Oh, he's gone.
He came back and then he was gone again, and now we're all messed up on the screen. They see the top of our heads and then like the sides of our shoulders, and that's about it.
Big. Oof.
Yep. There's her again. Here, get your shit under control.
Okay, I was gonna. But yeah, all I have to say to that is, if you're not gonna get into the lore, look, it's a hard thing to talk about because I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do and how they should feel about something. If you hate the game just to hate it, then that's your business. But what I am saying is, if you're not gonna give it a true chance, I would say it doesn't make sense for you to be biased about it. But if you want to do it just because you want to, that is your business. But if you're doing it because you have factual proof that the game is overrated or factual proof that, you know, you actually tried it but don't like it, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your preference, it's your business. But for so far from what I've seen, everybody I've talked to, it's overrated trash. What games did you play? Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. Didn't play Chain of Mirrors? The hell is that? You play Burp I Sleep? The hell is Aqua? Like, it's just like, never mind. It's just like, never mind.
See, every time I'm doing a Final Fantasy and someone does say, Final Fantasy's trash, I look and go, what do you play? Oh, Call of Duty. Well, here's a fact. Call of Duty is just copy and paste. So you're literally playing the same game that we were playing back on the PS3.
Yep.
Then they get mad at me.
Which is the reason why soft remote coming, which is the reason why I created another channel for sports, because I can't mix 2 communities of sports and RPG stuff, because RPGs have a place in my heart. That is going to be my main thing. When I do play sports, it's going to be on the opposite channel. But this is me. This is my life. The RPG side, this is mainly what I wanted to do, but obviously I wasn't accepted in the sports community, which is dumb. So yeah.
And again, RPGs kind of got 2 big special editions right here. RPGs are what I live by. I'll probably die by too. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. To be honest, this is very biased, and I know we're getting off the subject with Kingdom Hearts. If you're getting a PS5 for sports, you might as well just stay on the PS4 at this point. I mean, you might as well, because I mean, let's be honest, people more than likely are getting the 5 for the new adventure games, the freaking RPG games, things of that nature, the party family games. Sports, you can kind of stay on PS4, to be honest. I'm gonna be real with you, because let's be honest, like, there's not many sports. You're not gonna get many sports games out. It's just gonna be 2K, Madden, and that's it. Maybe FIFA.
Yeah, you probably won't be. You don't need to worry about PS5 for a good while. like
really
3 or
don't.
4
6 months to
years.
a year before you get those games that are like those are the ones, those PlayStation hits that they normally have, like God of War, Infamous,
Mm-hmm.
Second Son, Last of Us. We got a good
Mm-hmm.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been in the sports community, and when I say I know about 5 guys by name that literally on their under their user it says 2K whatever, Madden whatever, and that's it. That's it. Just that. It's like, that's there's nothing wrong with that. But as a gamer though, I can't just stick to sports. I can't do it. That's not me.
Yeah, and I mean we could go into that argument. What is a true gamer? But let's not. That gets like you're pushing boundaries on that
That's
topic.
jumping down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole I don't want to be a part of.
It's the same conversation of what makes you a real streamer.
It is.
That is true.
It really is. It's the same thing. Speaking of streaming, let's go ahead. Do you have anything else about Melody Memories besides the fact that it's been really good for you?
The only other thing, guys, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross is still ongoing, so do look out for that. I'll more than likely, probably, if I am on stream for the time being, I'll showcase it for the stream. And also, Dark Road is ongoing still, so we still got a little bit more of the story as far as Xehanort. I know the Xehanort saga is over, but to an extent, the ending of the game kind of confused me just a tiny bit because of the fact that Xehanort is trying to progress to another universe. So we might get a little more information in Dark Road. And obviously, we might get a lot more information from Union Cross because those two pieces of the games, believe it or not, I know they come like way before Sora's time. They are still like, I can't stress this enough. Dark Road, Union Cross, and Birth by Sleep are probably the 3 most important pieces of the game that I encourage you to know and play or watch or something. At least those 3: Union Cross, Dark Road, Birth by Sleep. And then obviously, if you want to just skip everything else, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, that's your business. But at least those 3. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Like I said, speaking of streaming, here you've been very vocal about something streaming wise, and I really like it. I like what you've been talking about, and it makes sense. And I think we should actually talk about it more on the podcast.
Okay.
And that would be playing things that are good for your channel that you enjoy.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
It was a very interesting video of how a guy. I thought it was clickbait until I looked more into it, and it makes sense. We all have a gaming style. We all have a
Mhm.
streaming style. We all have a gaming preference. We all have a streaming preference. There are those
Mhm.
that are way more chill, more relaxed. They're like, I'm not here to blow up. I'm here to just be a chill person and kind of enjoy the games I want to enjoy. Then there are those that are the more technical, like those guys that are that are the RPG masters. Like they know everything in and out, the crits, the attacks, the armor bonuses, all that stuff.
Yep.
The fighting game people that know the certain window of where to hit the
The
button to do a
hitbox.
combo, to break the
Mhm.
combo, to restart the combo, to break the cycle,
Mhm.
to hit to kick you, your mother, your unborn child, all in one combo before you hit the ground. Like,
Mhm.
and then you have the other people that are like just really, really good at the game, and you're there to watch them be really good at the game. What it all really boils down to for me as I looked at it, right? You happen to find out you like 10 games that are current in your rotation. Out of those games, you should be able to tell which ones have a cult following or a big following, but less people streaming it. That could be the one that you lean more into. So, Dead by Daylight, very big
Mhm.
following for Dead by Daylight. Um, I feel like that's something that if you lean more into and you play, you'd get a lot more people coming by to either want to play or see how you play as this killer, as that killer, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
The reason why that was brought up is because the guy that talked about this went from 0 viewers to about 25 viewers, mainly because the game he played was XCOM 2 Enemy Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
That game is a very big following. I didn't know it when I did it for Super Sunday. I had no clue people knew about the game or liked the game, and people were coming by and popping in and watching and enjoying it and found it entertaining because
Yep.
they wanted to see how we would get out of certain situations, how we would handle
Mm-hmm.
situations that they've had to deal with.
Yep.
And then I talked about how it was something that Verse the Stream. I watched it with Verse the Stream. I experienced it with him. Um, just had a lot of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And as far as like low view count, because Verse don't give a hoot. He just gets on the play.
Yep.
But it was a certain game that he played where his viewership like went up to 15 to 20 to 15 to 20 consistently for the
Mm-hmm.
course of maybe a month. And
Right.
he was playing Darkest Dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Off the top of my head, I'm like, it's Darkest Dungeon. But then I watch people were like, well, how'd you deal with the Shambler? How'd you deal with this person? How'd you deal with that person? And how'd you beat this? What did you do in this scenario? People were coming by to experience it through what they did through him, or then just
Right.
kind of coach and tip. And it was really interesting. And a lot of people in the community that we're all kind of connected with, I think one of the biggest games that everybody plays the most is Call of Duty
Right.
out of everybody in the community. Now, mind you, there's millions of streams that go on every day.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you may love Call of Duty, but at one point, at some point, this is where it gets kind of blurry. What kind of streamer do you want to be, and what kind of platform do you want?
Right.
Versus what are you willing to, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, then it will let you know. I don't care about this. I just want to play games and play games. Then play what you want. But if you truly do, and I know people try to steer away from this, but look, streaming can be a career. It can be a very
Mm-hmm.
beneficial thing for anybody. I don't care about trying to be non-imposing or trying to be humble and be pleasant. Look, if you have a talent, you have a talent.
That's true.
If Kid Stacks has a talent with being able to build a community and playing other games like 2K and Pokemon and Kingdom Hearts, and people still come by, then doggone it, embellish it, lean into it. Don't be humble about it, man. Like it's the difference between being humble and egotistical about it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm the best Kingdom Hearts streamer out there. You're
Right.
not gonna find anybody else. I'm the one true Keyblade master. Sir, it's not
Yep.
called the Key Master. It's called the Master of. Oh, never mind. You know what? That's fine. Like, but um, that's just how I personally think about if you do want to see some form of growth.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the thing. Baja Zero is another one. He only plays what he wants to play, but it ends up being a game that people like to watch, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody is streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing Dragon Quest like it's nobody's business. The other
Mm-hmm.
day, when Kit was playing Metroid Prime, Valdemarin, another good friend of the community, he pops in and drops a raid and goes, "Oh man, I need me some of this Metroid," and then found out he
Mm-hmm.
beat the game and was like, "Oh."
Got sad, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "Don't worry, we've got more coming right
Yep.
now." And
Yep.
he got excited. Yeah.
Yeah. The Souls types of games. I feel like when I see those games, I think of remember Blurred, he plays those type of games. Um Kitsuragi versus Stream, they play those types of games. So when I see games like that come out, I personally, my mind thinks those games have cult followings. Like not everybody plays it because I know I can't play them. I suck at them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure if Kit decided to say I'm gonna go a whole Demon Souls run and run through Demon 1, 2, 3 and Bloodborne and lead up to Demon Souls, right? Like Verse has been doing. There are people out there that are gonna tune in for that because those are their type of games. They want to see how you dealt with it. They want to learn the lore,
Yep.
whatever. A lot of the more popular games like Kitsuragi talked about Call of Duty, it's copy and paste. When people are watching
Mm-hmm.
somebody like Tashir Games who's playing the Division, he always has more than 30 people. Him and Bomb First. They always
Yep.
have more than 30 people in there because they're all trying to see what different loot they're going to get, how they're going to beat this level, beat this boss, and, and and
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So it's just like leaning into that niche, but also finding what really works for you, but what can also like be beneficial to bump you up. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like if you're really good at shooters, then just lean into it and hope for the best. But just know that for me, that's why I stepped away from it because I'm like I'm going up against professionals in that field.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
there are no professional FPS shooters going. I'm going to be the best at playing Among Us, or I'm going to be the best at playing Ghost of Tsushima. it's a different ball game at that point.
Right.
But people that want to stick to what they want to do, if you're playing Rocket League like Bean, he's going up against a lot of people that play that game. A lot of people stream that game and play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Kid, when he does Final Fantasy, when he's streaming it, and playing it, there's people across the world where that's popular at that are already streaming it. So he's battling with them.
Right. That is true.
Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, all of those type of games. Like when you play Kingdom Hearts, people are in there. 10, 15 strong. Like, yep, we hear about this life. I don't know what's going on. I need to know what's up. Well, they asking questions left and right. But the main point of it all is that your favorite game, like this I know it's blasphemous to say play what you enjoy, but at the end of the day, the reality may have to be this. Your favorite game may not be the best game for your channel if you want to grow.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's all the way fact.
If you want to grow. If you don't care about that, then that's perfectly fine.
Right.
But if you do want to grow, you want to start building a little bit more to your community, to your channel, to your brand. Just think about that.
Yep.
Right.
Well, it's like, you know,
that's right, Kelly. He may not like him, but we do, doggone it. So hop on it.
Like for me, as long as we know everything is true for Final Fantasy 14, we will have our next patch out. We'll have our next raid, and if I'm in a raid group, you know that's going to be the content that's going to be there, and I know people aren't going to chime in. Granted, this time around it might be a little different because there's a good chance I'll be part of the world first race, so you guys might actually see me being try hard and getting ragey.
Xbox Series X is still in stock, by the way, guys.
Oh, really? Oh, geez. Yeah. Get on those guys. You come on, scalpers. What are you doing?
You know what system they want.
Yeah, we know. We all know. No, but that's something that I'm looking at. I'm like, all right, well, if I'm in a raid group and everything, yeah, that's going to be a big thing. Otherwise, it's going to be minor on my channel. Granted, I still love 14. 14 is still part of my channel. It always will be. I'm just not been on it because we've got stuff. I love Destiny, and Destiny does okay, but as I've always known, my biggest thing that I love playing and does well, and Hero, you saw it with Vlad, and everyone saw it during Extra Life. I love retro games. Retro games do really well on this channel because the gray hair helps out.
You said it, not me.
I know. Everyone wants that HD quality. And meanwhile, I'm playing some 8-bit.
I mean, to go off the Hero thing, I think in my defense when it comes to that, I've always thought about coming onto this platform to kind of just play games anyways. Because I'm a true gamer at heart, I'm a gamer first, streamer second. So yes, because of that,
that's a great way to put it, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a gamer first, streamer second. So whatever I play is what I play. And it's not to be an asshole about it, but I value my own enjoyment and things of that nature first before I worry about anybody else, because I already deal with a lot of stuff in my life already. So I don't want to add extra stuff with people, bullying per se.
Backseat gaming.
Right. Yeah. Why won't you play this? You should play this. Like, we're your people. You should play what we want you to play. Like, and listen, if that's the type of person you are, I don't want that kind of community. I want a community to where people can come in and just enjoy gaming, period. Not just the game, but the streamer in general. So I value the streamer more than the game. Like, I don't give two shits about Call of Duty. I'm gonna be dead ass serious. I don't care for Call of Duty at all. I play it because it's fun sometimes, but I don't really care for it. I only come to Hero Stream because I value the streamer. That's literally it.
And I think that kind of goes back to what I was like trying to round about when I said that, like, you have those people where it's like it's about the game, it's about the streamer, or it's about the skill. Like, those are the three. And when you and a lot of people that come in, they don't have that same mindset that you have, Stacks. That's the reason why I say that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They have the mindset. They try to appear or make it appear. Keep telling themselves, I'm a gamer first. I'm a gamer first. I'm a gamer first. But then they'll make a tweet or post, or you can see it in their face when they're sitting there, and they're streamer first, gamer second.
Mm-hmm.
But their conflict is that they want to play what they want to play,
Yep.
Yep.
and it's like, well, then just come to the realization that it's going to be a slower grind. It's going to be
Yeah.
a slower grind. If you are a streamer first and you want to play the tougher games,
Mm-hmm.
then just stick to it. But at that point, that's when you try to reinvent the wheel. What can I do differently? I told Bean, I said, Bean playing Call of Duty, right? That's maybe he may not want to say FPSs are his forte, but he's a better sniper and shooter than me. I felt like Bean should be doing his normal quirky personality. Hey, what's up? I'm King Bean. I'm the best sniper you ever seen. And sometimes I suck. And then the next thing you know, he said, roll it. And then on TikTok, you see him snipe some kid out of the way.
Right.
But then it ends with a folly. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh. And then his brother's like making fun of him, or his brother does something stupid to get him killed. That's content. Boom, 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 boom. It's
Right.
reinventing the wheel. It's playing into his strengths, which is how good of a sniper he is, but also how humorous he can be. Because him and his brother are comedy gold.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's his thing. His skill in games, and then him and his brother's awkward comedy and humor.
Yep.
Kitsuragi, despite when he needs a Snickers to calm himself down,
I
told
don't
him
know what you're
100
talking about.
times. I've told him 100 times. He's a very informative person. He needs to lean into that.
Right.
Now, but to a degree though, that depends on what type of person, what type of avenue he wants to take. Like you, is he a
Mhm.
streamer first or a gamer first? And if he's a streamer first, then he should lean into that because that's going to help the streaming side of it. But if he's a gamer
Right.
first, hey, keep doing what you're doing. I did the same thing with Verse. I kept getting on Verse. Verse is more of a gamer first, streamer
Yeah.
second.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people in the community are gamers first and streamers second.
Mhm.
And like I said, I had a hard time trying to realize what I wanted to do too. And again, I think at the end of the day, for me, I just really want to be able to get free games. Like I will tell you,
I think that's
100%
what the end goal for some of us is.
all day, every day. Hey, Hero, we got Cyberpunk coming out. We need you to try it out. And it's like, well, doggone it, if I have to be a streamer first
Square
where
Enix.
to where I have to have that happen, I know, right? Like, come on, man. Like,
I
what do I got to do? And then I think about it, right? You got to lean into those games or lean into the support. Like when people were doing Overwatch came out, everybody was like making Overwatch videos, how to play as Reinhardt, how to play as this, how to do that, how to do this, how to do that. Like maybe that's what you got to do is lean into it and find a niche where you can provide value to them for free.
Right.
There's a whole
That is
nother ball game on the business side of streaming, but that's
Yeah,
that's if you
that's-
want to be streamer first. That's a very good like next topic. Like we can make a whole podcast about that.
I should
Are
Mhm.
you streamer first or gamer second? Just based on what Stack said, because he had the label for what I was trying to say, and it summed it up in one sentence.
I want to just go ahead and state this just because we're on my channel right
Mhm.
now for this week. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. By the way, yes.
Is that the PlayStation 1?
This is a big boy PlayStation case.
Oh wow.
The originals.
The original, not the true original. This is the second gen, which they did the stupid
How,
plastic.
how many discs is in that?
That's just one.
Oh.
Like it's
Yeah,
this
you thinking
thing's
about
so
Final
old.
Fantasy with the 3 discs.
Right.
This is so old that it snapped and everything. But yeah, there's the disc.
Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about the old school Final Fantasy 8 and 7 with the 3 and 4 discs. Those were the days, man. It sucked when one of your discs was messed up though.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
You know, you couldn't progress.
See, I prefer classics. I prefer classics and retros and everything. I love I love being a gamer.
So
first.
you gonna do it or what, kid? You gonna become a retro gamer streamer or what's
I
up?
think minus the stuff that we do on occasion, I'm probably gonna be. You're gonna see
If
a
you
lot
do
more
bring
retro
back-
games.
Bring back Legend of Dragoon.
That's on the list. I'm trying to hunt down a decent copy of it.
They should have it on PS3, right? You can buy that. It's on PS3 store.
Don't know if we can buy it anymore
Oh, really?
because the PS5 came out. You can if you have it purchased, you can download it.
Ooh,
Bless you.
Bless
thank you.
But I
Thank you.
don't think you can buy anything off the PlayStation Store for the PS3 anymore.
Bring back Legend of Dragoon, please. Square Enix. Well, it wasn't Square Enix.
Again,
Who made it?
I
Oh,
am.
speaking of remakes, Power Stone is a potential. There's a potential remake in the works.
Sorry, I got
I
excited.
haven't
The
played Power
fighter,
Stone.
the fighter in
Ooh,
me
I
got
need that
really
Wing Tang
excited.
in my life. That'd be an awesome Super Sunday game.
Oh, Power
It's
Stone.
like an anime version, four player battle royale. So it's like
It's awesome.
it's
Let's
like
put it that way.
3D Marvel versus Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
It's an arena fighter.
It's arena fighter too.
So you got the Smash Ball or Smash Bros stuff of there's not actual items, but like there's items on the ground, barrels, stuff like that you can interact with and throw and everything. There's Power Stones, which the game is based off of, that lets you do your supers, which
You turn into a Super Saiyan or whatever it is. Yeah.
a giant a mecha that shoots missiles, a super ninja,
or
you know.
a golden monk that can do spirit bombs.
I hate Wang Tang. Wang Tang
Wang
was
Tang, baby.
my bane. I had a buddy, that's all he played, and he was so good about making sure he could get the Power Stones and beat them out of you and be like, guess what? Spirit Bomb. I hate you so much. But Power Stone
The
getting
Power
one.
Stones were like those Chaos Emeralds from Sonic.
Yep. I would like to see if that's getting remade. That'd be awesome. That would be super awesome. And like I said, yeah, I'm on the hunt right now for a physical copy of Legend of the Dragoon in good shape. I know of a couple places that have some. I just gotta go check them out.
Gotcha.
And I am looking at, there's a couple places north of me that have modded Famicoms, Super Famicoms that actually have been modded to have HDMI ports. So might be getting some JP retro gaming going on, which means I'm playing Back to the Future 2 on Super Famicom, because it is literally the best version of Back to the Future because it's a pure platformer. So, right, if I can get my hands on one of them,
that was very promising.
That'll be fun. But yeah, no remakes. Power Stone, yes, please, and a new Dark Stalkers game. I need a new Dark Stalkers game, like stat. I need that fighter in my life.
Don't forget Guilty Gears.
Guilty Gear next April.
Yep.
Strive next April. I'm seriously, I think I'm gonna be running Giovanna and Chip pretty much constantly.
It's gonna take me probably about a month or two to figure out who's gonna be my main. I have to try everybody out.
Chip's always been my main since I've started playing Guilty Gear, since the first one was out. So Chip was my main. Chip was my boy, and he's also like one of the more technical characters to play. So go figure. I played one of the most technical characters and got my ass kicked at every tournament because I didn't understand all of that fight data and everything. Now I understand it, and I go, okay, what am I doing wrong? And I go back and analyze when I played Street Fighter 5. And then I sit there and go, yep, I'm trash. Because I only play one character, and everyone knows how to beat that character.
But that would be my closing.
Pretty good closing, sir.
That would be my closing as far as that, though. Like, it really is just like, what type of what do you want to do? Because there are those out there that at their heart they want to say out loud, I'm a streamer first. I want to have an amazing community with hundreds of followers or whatever. There's people that feel that way in their hearts of hearts. But for some reason, they don't ever say it. They want to lie to themselves and make themselves feel like they're being humble. And it's like, it still can come off as humility. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm humble in everything that I do because I'm grateful. And we all show our way of being grateful to one another, to even the three of us.
Yep. You
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like nobody can ever say, "Oh, well, kid only supports Hero." Like, no, he's came in there and showed you love. He's come in and showed me love. You went in and showed him love. I've been in there to show both y'all love. It's always been like this ever evolving circle, man. But I feel like that people just need to know what they want to identify themselves as. That's really what it is. That's really what it is at the end of the day. And like that guy said, I wanted to have a really nice community based around games that I really enjoyed, but
Mm-hmm.
also ones that worked for my channel. Because like there's a difference, right? You can play the games you love and enjoy that you may not get the viewership from offline.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Spider-Man game, right?
Yep.
So I was like, well, even if and when I get it, I'm probably not going to play it on stream because everybody will have already played it, and that right there lets you know, oh, Hero wants to make sure that when he plays it, he has people there to experience it with him. That's him thinking streamer first.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, so he's going to play it offside, which is the gamer side of him because he wants to enjoy the game.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
That me not knowing that difference is what ruined um Ghost of Tsushima for me.
I mean,
What's that?
this is my perfect example. Persona 5.
What is that? Oh yeah.
I started streaming it, and then I just sat there. I'm like, I want to take my time. I want to play this at my own pace and do this.
Mhm.
This is my. I'm playing this. I'm not streaming. I'm not doing anything with it. This is me gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Final
And
Fantasy remake with Kid Stacks.
oh yeah,
Yep.
He was like,
That was
just like he said.
phenomenal.
He said it with Spider-Man too. It's gonna be what you see, what you get.
Yep.
I'm a gamer first. I'm gonna be playing the game, and then when I'm ready to stream, we're gonna pick up where I left off, not where
Right.
we left
Basically.
off.
Exactly.
You can't be mad at that. Like,
well, I'll go with this. Like, yeah, well, earlier this year I did a podcast with a few friends, Professor Jeff, Impervious, and Legion's Gaming.
Mhm.
We talked about just that Final Fantasy VII remake. Of the four of us, three of us streamed it.
Mhm.
Professor Jeff did not. He's like, this is me. This is my time. I'm going to play it how I want to play it. We all beat it about the same
Mhm.
time, but the entire point was we all played it in our own ways. Granted, I like blow through. I took vacation, so I'm like, nope, we're blowing through this. We are playing it to the full extent, and we're blowing through this as quickly as we possibly can, and still absorbing everything. Because that's how I play games sometimes. When I have the time.
Mhm.
When I don't have the time, then I take my time.
That is true.
So
Oh yeah.
it's the preference. If, like you said, streamer first or gamer first. If you're a gamer first, be a gamer first. If you're a streamer first, like this podcast for sure, we're all streamers first during the podcast because that's the point. We're trying to bring out information and everything to everyone. Whether or not it does great or not, that's the thing we deal with on the back end, and I don't care. All I care about is getting information out as a streamer.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When I'm gaming, I'm a gamer.
Right, and to go off of that, it's kind of like what Hero says, and it's not to be, misunderstood or to be an asshole about it, but it's truly, it's whatever you see is what you get. I'm going to be playing this on my own. If I want to do a playthrough series, it's gonna be a YouTube thing. It's not gonna be a, me stream. Hopefully people come through, and then not only that, you gotta remember, if I do episode 1 during stream and there's 10 people watching, but episode 2 there's 20, and then the episode 2 people are like, what? How did episode 1 go? It's like, well, you weren't there, so it's like now it doesn't even make sense for it to be a stream thing and you to kind of just base your gameplay off of, well, I can't play it right now because I'm not streaming it. I really want to play this, but I don't feel like streaming. Instead of just actually just enjoying the game yourself. Kind of like with Final Fantasy. I did the whole Final Fantasy 7 playthrough by myself. I streamed some pieces of it, but Final Fantasy 7 hard mode is I streamed a lot more of that. My experience, because I've already beaten the game, I played it. So whenever I felt like playing Final Fantasy again, then I would stream that on hard mode. But other than just me raw playing the game, enjoying it, for the first time, it's always going to be me first. If I do happen to play the game for the first time on stream, then that's that. But don't expect me to end off on, all right, y'all, we just beat Rhino. When we come back, we're gonna start off where we just beat Rhino. Like you're probably gonna see a whole new part. Like, hold on, I don't remember this the last stream. It's like, hey man, I've been
So
playing this on my own.
do you think it would be nice if
Mhm.
you did it on YouTube as well?
Yep.
Uh,
But would it still be self-serving to yourself where you do feel good like you're not doing more than what you wanted to do?
Oh yeah,
So
for
that way,
sure.
if it's like, yeah, so what I thought of is like, okay, so you played episode 1 online, or you played as much as you could online first time, right?
Mhm.
And when you go to play offline, you're like, I'm time for me to play. I'm ready to play. And you go
Mhm.
play, you hit record.
Mhm.
You
That's
know,
true.
that's another solution. That way
Yep.
you're still serving both sides of the coin. You've got the streamer
Mhm.
side, which is, hey guys, here I am bringing you new content. But then I'm also going to turn around on the flip side and still self-serve myself, because it's always been best to look out for number one, because nobody will better than you. So if
well,
you're not happy when, huh?
keep going here.
If you're not happy with if I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Long story short, yeah, you want to be able to play and do the gamer side of you.
Yep.
Then play it offline and record it, and then say, hey, look, I know y'all may have missed what's going on, but the last few days I was off. I played offline. I recorded it. Episodes 2, 3, and 4 will be up sometime this week, but today I'm kicking it off, I guess, with episode 5,
Uh,
Mhm.
and keep it
I,
pushing.
I'll put it this way: things I did like with Ghost of Tsushima, because my full playthrough is up on YouTube.
Yes, it is.
There was a lot of times that I'm like, Callie would sit there and see me. Oh, you're streaming? No, I'm actually recording right now because I'm playing the game. I'm just doing stuff. I'm gonna talk over and do all this stuff. Hyrule
Mhm.
Warriors Age of Calamity. I stated at the end of the stream, hey, I'm not going to continue doing story, but I am going to do other side stuff and everything. So if I'm overpowered and leveled, that's why. So
Mhm.
next time I go, yeah, we'll be doing story because I want to save the story stuff for stream. But all the
Yep.
side content, I'm going to do on my own. I'm not going to
Mhm.
record it. I'm not going to do anything. I stated that the only thing that's going to be on stream is story, pretty much. But like I said, with
Right.
Ghost of Tsushima, I'm like, no, you guys will get everything I've done, minus a few things. There's some stuff that I probably won't end up recording. And we'll get the entire story out. And I did. That's all I
Right.
played. That's all I was going through. But every time I was off stream, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to play some Ghost. I'm recording it. Sitting there recording it, playing it, talking, just chatting, just kind of going with what I'm doing. Just because I knew it was going up on YouTube.
Right.
And that's where you have that point is, hey, yeah, you guys, hey guys, we're starting up here, this is what's going on. If you guys want to catch up, it's all on the YouTube. You can check out there and see what you missed, and we're going to continue on from here.
Sound about right to me. And please, guys, don't take that as a stab in the face, stab in the back, stab in the heart. Like, yeah, screw you guys. I'll do what I want. Like, it's not that. You just sometimes when you are a gamer at heart, you have to feed that beast. And there's no attack at anybody, but
It could
uh,
turn into one.
It can.
yeah,
If you don't do it right, like you don't have that
yeah.
balance.
You gotta take care of yourself first and foremost, guys, because this I can definitely see how streaming and Twitch and the whole community, whether it's Facebook gaming, whatever you do, YouTube streaming, whatever, it can take a toll on you, and a lot of people can stress you out. So take care of yourself first and foremost, and worry about you, because at the end of the day, only you can answer
Prevent force
your
fires.
own. Right? Yeah, that too.
Oh, yep. No, it's, yeah, like I said, it's all about it. It's that work-life balance.
Hmm.
So, and for all of us, since we're, full-time, we work full-time, it's work-life stream balance. And I mean, you can kind of group gaming into streaming and be like, well, this is normally when I game. I can just turn on the stream and go, or I can relax. And I think that's something people need to remember is you gotta take that mental health. You gotta sometimes go, no, not gonna hit that live button because I kind of need a break from streaming. I need a break from chat.
That is true. You definitely need that break.
It happens. It happens. It happens to the biggest streamers. It happens to the small streamers. So it's that work-life balance.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to get through this week. Anything else from you guys? From you gentlemen?
Nope, that was pretty much it.
Sweet. All
That
right.
was it.
Sweet. All right. Well, that means we are going to head
Got a
off.
wrap on episode 7.
Yeah, that's a wrap on episode 7. As always, everyone, thanks everyone for swinging by today. This was What the Gaming Podcast. Of course, we're joined by all three of us. I don't know where I'm going with this. But again, as always, we were joined by the great, the one, the only One Hero Gaming. You guys can check his stream right there, his link right there. He will be doing Super Sundays a little bit later on today. What are we playing?
Go ahead, Stacks. Hit him with it.
We are playing the the Super Ultra Mega Super Bucky Ball Tournament preseason, baby. No, seriously, it's called Super Bucky Ball Tournament preseason.
Yep, that's literally the name. It is free on Steam, which I will be downloading in about an hour. Because, hey, Hero, guess what I did?
I think mine is downloaded.
What?
I did a thing.
Uh-oh. This is a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's that 2080, baby.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
bought
wow.
I just bought the PC.
Nice. That's something to celebrate, man.
So I'm just waiting for them to give me the
No more
confirmation to
lagging
go pick it
streams,
up.
baby.
Now I get to. Oh God. I'll probably be rearranging my room again. I get that dual PC setup ready. 'Cause that's what I'm gonna do.
That's
Yeah,
what's up, bro.
that's a
Yeah,
thing.
you can do it because the
Yep.
PC you got now can be a streaming PC.
Woo.
Wait. Oh no. Kelly. Woo. And of course, guys, we are also joined by the great man, the great man,
The man, the myth, the
the
legend,
legend.
the one
man-
that will accept all the cheeks in heaven. Ain't
And-
no half stepping.
See, Hero's got it. I was also going to say, the man that if you want Kingdom Hearts knowledge, he's a fountain. He's a very big fountain. Good old Kid Stacks, guys. Go check out his Twitch over there.
Yes, sir.
I was your host this week. We will be going over Sack's channel next week. Which,
Right after good old Thanksgiving. Get your bellies ready because you're gonna have a mouthful. No homo. Oh my.
Oh my. And of course, guys, you've been watching it here over on my channel, so I'm not gonna shout myself out. And don't you do it, Hero. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
He's gonna do
He's
it.
gonna do it.
Just let him. it's inevitable. Just let him.
Too late. No, we're going. I don't know where I was going anymore. I lost my train of thought. Of course, see, you're ready to. He was prepped and ready. He's like, no, just because you said something, I'm just gonna wait now. But guys, thanks everyone for swinging by this podcast. Let's go.
One more
find-
segment before we leave.
Oh.
Black Friday deals. Make sure you gotta check them out.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Be safe on your Black Friday endeavors, people. Just don't go to Walmart.
And if you see a scalper, kick him in the street.
Yeah, please do.
Not kick them in the street. Kick them into the street. Make sure there's a bus
Yeah.
coming. Actually,
Oh,
semis
okay.
are better.
I'll look
Semis
for
can't stop.
interpretation.
Make sure you jack the PS5s. They have too.
Yeah, man, for real.
Then go back and return it. You can keep one for yourself, but you know. All right, let's go ahead. Let's find someone to give some love and support to. How's that sound? Sounds amazing.
Sounds good to me.
Here, you got anyone specific you want to do, or Stacks? Either one of you?
I have a friend. If Hero doesn't,
I'm always the one guiding the raid.
All right.
all right. Solitaire TX. Let's head over there.
I'm looking right. I was looking right at his name too.
Throw the link up in
Do you want me to post a link or?
yeah, you should be able to post a link.
All right.
Your sub. And we'll raid off.
Mr. Solitaire TX. There you go, right there.
All right, guys.
It's
So
not on followers only, is it?
I don't think so.
Kit can find out.
yeah, I don't follow a lot of people, except for I follow a lot of people.
Till afterwards.
No, it is not on followers only. But cool.
Yeah, he's another small streamer that kind of grew up with me in the community that I tried to build, but it kind of flopped.
It is what it is. Let's go give him Solitaire some love and support then. Hitting that raid button now. We're gonna go give him love and support. We will be back on for What the Gaming Podcast episode 8 next week. Sax being the gracious host, and yeah, we will see you guys all later. Of course, guys, till next time, take care.